Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the disability meeting for April 2016. Let's make our introductions for the record.
Good morning, everyone. Rosemary DeBell, designee for Police Commissioner Bratton.
John Dorsett, designee for Controller Scott.
Phil Dukes, designee for Commissioner Chachiha.
Carolyn Wolpert, designee for Mayor de Blasio.
Amy Okereke, Law Department by invitation.
Brian Berge, Law Department by invitation.
Joseph Alejandro, designee for Patrick Lynch, John Puglisi, and Mubarak Abdul-Jabbar.
Chris McGrath, PBA by invitation.
Joe Rayo, PBA.
Mark Reno, PBA by invitation. Gary DeRosa, SBA, designee for Ed Mullins.
Nick Sifuni, present by invitation as counsel for the SBA, LBA, and CEA.
John Beatty, LBA, President designee for Lou Turtle.
Chris Monahan, designee Roy Richter, CEA.
Kenny Sparks, DEA, designee for Mike Palladino.
Karen Paxtis, DEA by invitation.
Mike Samet, Officer of the Actuary by invitation.
Eli Kleiman, Chief Surgeon by invitation.
Bob Senske, State Pension Fund by invitation.
Kevin Holleran, Pension Fund by invitation.
Therese Gallagher, Medical Division by invitation.
Nicole Jambrisi, Police Pension Fund, present by invitation.
Vincent Diaz, Police Pension Fund by invitation.
John Flynn, Police Pension Fund by invitation.
Charles Mistretta, Police Pension Fund by invitation.
Barbara Baskin, Pension Fund, present by invitation.
Michael Jakubowicz, Police Pension Fund, present by invitation.
Mary Young, Pension Fund, present by invitation. Diane Carr, Pension Fund, present by invitation. Nancy Randall, Pension Fund, present by invitation. Lisa Garcia, Pension Fund, present by invitation.
Taisha Winnow, Pension Fund, present by invitation.
Okay, Joe. Okay. Page 1 to confirm the next meeting date, Wednesday, May 11, 2016. Article 2, pages 2 through 14.
Nothing of controversial nature, Joe. So moved.
So moved. Thank you, Kenny. Okay, pages 15 through 38, a resolution regarding final fiscal year 2016 employer contribution. The Actuary's Office?
Just looking to have the resolution adopted to approve the final fiscal year 2016 employer contribution.
Okay, at this time, the PBA requests a roll call vote.
Okay, PBA?
No.
DEA?
Yes.
SBA?
Yes.
LBA?
Yes.
Wait. DEA, that was you?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
You said yes?
Yes.
Okay.
SBA? SBA, yes.
Okay.
LBA, yes.
CEA?
Yes.
Finance?
Yes.
Mayor?
Yes.
Controller?
Yes.
Police Commissioner?
Yes.
Okay, the vote carries.
Okay, page 39, a resolution, preliminary fiscal year 2017 employer contribution, which we requested to be tabled, and at this time we request a roll call vote.
PBA?
No.
DEA?
Yes.
SBA?
Yes.
LBA?
Yes.
CEA?
Yes.
Finance?
Yes.
Mayor?
Yes.
Controller?
Yes.
Police Commissioner?
Yes.
Okay, the vote carries.
Okay, next item, resolution, budget, police pension fund, fiscal year 2017.
Okay, before I turn it over to Charlie, just to go over the numbers, I just wanted to point out that we had meetings with OMB. They expressed some concerns, which we thought was going to happen, about putting together a figure where we didn't have any backup for that figure. So we took that out. That was the $5 million, with the understanding that we can approach them again once we have a vendor picked, and we can start that process over in the middle of a budget season. So we're okay with that, and I hope we can get a vote on the budget, and I'll turn it over to Charlie.
Thank you. For the proposed fiscal year 2017 budget, the budget is broken down into two components. The first is the personal service side, which consists of salaries and fringe benefits. That number requested is $15,350,307. The OTPS figure, which pays for the rent and everything else that goes on here, the number requested is $5,684,065, for a total requested budget of $21,405,000. $34,372.
Thank you, Charlie. Do we have a motion?
Motion to accept the recommendation for the budget?
Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Finally, discussion, ratification of the updated proxy voting guidelines.
Yes, so yesterday afternoon, we sent out an email with a suite of items, the first of which to be discussed in public session is a ratification of the updated proxy voting guidelines for domestic proxies. The proxy committee met last week. Representatives from the PBA, who also had a proxy for the CEA, was in attendance, as well as the mayor's office. And they reviewed these, and I just want to say subsequent to that meeting, a meeting was held with a joint meeting of all the proxy committees of the 5 funds to review the guidelines, and the PBA representative was also there for that meeting and gave input, and we're asking the full board to ratify the recommendation or the endorsement of the proxy committee to accept the domestic proxy voting guidelines.
And just so you know, as a follow-up, I think do we have those recommendations in the book? Because I didn't see them. I think we'll need that for the entire board before we vote on that, if we've got them. But to let everyone know that it was kind of required that if we're going to accept the recommendations of the changes to proxy voting, we will have to change the investment policy statement. So.
Yes, and we'll discuss that after the item 2.
Yeah.
Executive.
But do we have the recommendations? I don't see them.
Distribute them by email?
I distributed them by email, but I think that Carr may have a copy available. And I'm happy to make those. We can also print those.
Yeah, I thought that would be in the book or something. They weren't in the book.
So this
Would
is
like a copy.
Anybody want a heavy copy? I just thought it would be.
So, I mean, just by way of reference, the guidelines that had previously been used dated back to the late 1980s and were chronological based on the topics that came up to vote. So the first item would have been acid rain. There hasn't been an acid rain proxy vote in quite some
we just
time.
accept acid rain as a given.
So this is just a way to amend them going forward. These will be published on the controls website so that any entity that wants to know the philosophy of the New York City retirement systems and how they vote will be able to look at that. They're pretty straightforward. There are a lot of the issues that we highlight at the proxy committee level, which we're happy to bring up at the full board. That's not an issue for us. And with that, I mean, I'd like to see if there's a motion to accept the proxy voting guidelines.
Which item I know we have to go a little bit of.
We will do this first, and then we'll go right into executive session.
Right. Okay, so I'll make a motion. We accept the first recommendation.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
So with that, how would you like to proceed to executive session?
So I think we need a motion to go into.
Motion to leave public session and go into executive session for purposes of voting on proxy materials.
Okay, 1 second. You gotta show